Hey there, YouTube Landia. Steve's Hobbies here. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Myself, I went to the Burbank Card Show. When I say Burbank Card Show, I say that because I went to the Burbank Card Shop. It's that big of a store. Went there for the first time and was really impressed at how everything's set up. It's a huge store. It used to be a Rite Aid. So the building that's in is a old Rite Aid building. And the way they had it set up is there's a section for supplies. There's a section for boxes. There's a really small section for open packs. I'm kind of a sucker for opening the wax from the 80s and early 90s. Unfortunately, they didn't have any of it there, but was really kind of hoping for some of that. But they have a lot of quarter boxes that my kids had a lot of fun going through. So my daughter got some Star Wars cards and some of her Pokemon cards, and my second oldest son was able to get his dose of his own Star Wars cards. I'm not going to show you those because they're pretty much all kind of base cards, but they were cool. You don't have to have a big fancy card to have a card that you like. It's all about having a card that you enjoy. Because, give you an example right here, this is one of the cards that my daughter got. It's just BB-8 from Star Wars, but it's a really cool looking card. So she was excited to get this card and thought she had won the lottery. And it's a 25-cent card. But with myself, wanted to talk about some stuff I picked up. I was in those same quarter bins with them and got some cards that I'm actually kind of excited to show. I mean, yeah, so they're worth a quarter. I don't care. They're really cool cards. So wanted to show you some of these guys. Some of these come from some of the Star Wars series of cards, and they're more kind of like collect one of 12 cards kind of thing that they have that are insert cards with some of the card lines. But the first one here I wanted to show is a sketch right there of BB-8. And like I said, it's a base card, but it's an incredible drawing of that. The artwork on that's really incredible. It's not artwork as me saying it's like a parallel, and you can see it's a little off cut right there, but it's fine. It's a cool looking card. It cost me a quarter. The other ones that I like, so one of my favorite Star Wars films that's not the first trilogy is Rogue One. And the reason for that is that one of my favorite movie sequences, one of my favorite 3 to 5 minute moments of Star Wars lore is the end of Rogue One and the beginning of A New Hope. Whereas you have this newer film, Darth Vader slicing through trying to get the Death Star plans. Princess Leia and crew get in their ship, take off just in the amount of time, and then New Hope kicks in and they're going after them again. So just a lot of fun. But saying that, a couple of the cards, these are inserts, but these are more kind of like the collect all 12, and I really enjoyed Rogue One. And it's just getting different stills of these people on the film, really cool. And it's like just seeing the moments kind of takes me back to watching the movie itself. And especially with this last one right here, seeing that you got the AT-AT walker behind you, and he's like, oh boy, gotta head off here. A couple of the other cards I like to collect. So with Star Wars stuff, I like to collect just different cards with artwork or images of the A-Wing. I kind of consider the A-Wing in Star Wars kind of I don't know, the muscle car. Like if you get nerdy into Star Wars land, it's kind of the muscle car of starships. But one to show these two guys, that's Star Wars Galaxy card. And this one is just another image. And I do have a variety of A-Wing cards, but really cool designs. And it's just neat seeing those. And I found another card here that really kind of kicked me back to one of my favorite cartoon series is Star Wars Rebels. And what leads into that is a little bit of the Clone Wars. Because in the Clone Wars, it gets into the stuff that you kind of see in the TV show Ahsoka. So at the very end, there's this huge mountain, this stoning dude pointing his finger out that way. Well, that links back to the Clone Wars. And that right there is the father in the chronology of, I think there's the brother, the sister, the father, and then in Star Wars Legends, the mother. Sorry guys, I'm just letting you know, this has been pretty Star Wars heavy. I'm gonna get to some Dodger cards in a little bit here, but so be it, right? The last two cards here are awesome cards. Awesome cards. And it just reminds me of different points in the movies with Star Wars. So this guy right here is one that just is the end, just before you get to the end credits for Empire Strikes Back. You got that one last image right there of Luke and Leia, C-3PO, R2-D2 looking at that galaxy. You see Lando and Chewie take off in the Millennium Falcon at the bottom and go off before you get to Return of the Jedi. I saw this card and I was like, this is a cool card. And then the other one kind of builds upon this, and this is also in Empire Strikes Back. And this is the one where they're in there, and I want to say that this is Han Solo looking for that asteroid for a place to land and get away from the Empire, and realizing later in the film that they're inside this giant worm. But anyway, wanted to share those cards. I get a kick. I don't share too many Star Wars cards on the channel yet, but just wanted to share these. I think they're really cool. Was really excited to get them. And like I said, these things were $1 each. I mean, I got them in my top loaders here because they've got value to me. So it's just super awesome. Now, saying that, time to jump into baseball. I did get some pickups over the last few days. So like I said, I got some Dodgers, no Mariners today, but I have some other ones. What I'm doing is, as I've said in other videos, one of my primary collecting for modern cards is the gold run of players. So what I have here, this isn't a base card. It's in the flagship series, but it's not like a quote unquote base card. But this is a gold card of Mookie Betts, 2024. And it's just him on the card. I get to add this to my gold run of Mookie Betts. So was excited to get that one. The next one I have lined up is I've been collecting Stephen Kwan, and have just recently got into wanting to go after Jose Ramirez cards. So again, I go after the gold line or the gold run for cards just to make sure I have that, because it gives it a little bit more rarity to it. It's not a base card. It's not one of these with Series 2 for 2025. It's not one of the 2000 parallels. It's just kind of a standard base form of it's a numbered card. It's gold, has some little bit of rarity to it. But this is Jose Ramirez right there. So it's his 2020 gold. And go back a little bit, if I go to 2019, different player here. But another guy I follow is Pete Alonso, polar bear. I just think he really is kind of a home run smasher. Has been really consistent in his time in the majors, really up there, hitting high 30s, low 40s in terms of home runs, but was able to pick up his rookie debut in gold, which is really exciting. I'm current on his gold run, minus the 2025 gold that just came out, and then his base rookie in gold. Once I have those two, then I'll be kind of set. But my last card here is a really cool card. So, want to preface this with, I saw this baseball game on TV last year and was having the time of my life watching this game. The Dodgers were playing the Marlins and were thumping the Marlins. And every time this individual went to bat, I was giddy because it was like, is he going to? Is he going to? He did. So this card right here, Shohei Ohtani, it's a Top Snow card. But this has got to be probably the single best performance in a game ever. And just incredible. So on the back of this card, shows right here, 3 home runs, 6 for 6. Like, tell me who in their career has gone 6 for 6 in a game. Then tell me who in their career has gone 6 for 6 and 3 home runs. Then tell me who's gone 6 for 6, 3 home runs, 10 RBIs, 2 stolen bases. It's like, it's insane what Shohei did in this game. And just seeing milestones eclipsed. Like, the previous guy who had a great game for the Dodgers, Shawn Green, he had a year where I think he went 5 for 5 and had I want to say 3 home runs. I don't think Shohei set the record for most RBIs in a game. Got pretty dang close. But just a singular effort for a game. This card is just incredible. Like, it just has that I guarantee you this picture is probably one of the home runs he hit. And just talking about it now just takes me back to that game. Just gives me kind of chills up my back at how good that performance was. But with that, just kind of want to end things on a top note with this Shohei card. Hope everyone's having a great week. Enjoying their times. And with the Mariners and the Dodgers, they're kind of doing their thing. Mariners are up and down. Dodgers are winning. I want to say for every 2 they lose 1. So at least they're moving in an upward direction. Mariners are hopefully doing a little bit better. I'm really impressed with JP Crawford right now. I'm waiting for his cool down period. Another thing I'm going to be doing here in the near future is a video of my gold run with Cal Raleigh. Big Dumper is on fire. I am ecstatic at how many home runs he's at right now. 31 home runs as of Sunday. Insane. Like, before the All-Star break. He is on pace to have the single best season, like productivity-wise, of a catcher. Like, he's on path to hit something like 50, maybe 60 home runs. I mean, everybody has their time when they're gonna be down and kind of freeze after a while, and then there's gonna be periods where they're 0 for 12 or something. But Cal Raleigh, I mean, holy cow. He's at 31 home runs as of me recording this. We still have like 2 weeks and change before the All-Star break. I mean, if he's on this pace, he's going to be at 35, 36, 38 home runs. I mean, he's already eclipsed, I think, a single season best. So anyway, enough of that with me. I'm getting kind of on a tangent. Hope everybody's having a good day. Another video comes soon about Big Dumper. Hope you enjoyed the cards I showed. As I say in my other videos, go Dodgers, go Mariners. And for this one, may the force be with you. Talk to you later. Bye.